right?
All right, hold on, Flakko. I'm asking you, did you get an offer from community to leave No Jumper?
No.
Would you have entertained an offer?
He lying.
I
know the real. I'm in the streets. Yo, Flakko.
No, wait, hold on. I want to ask him direct questions. I want to ask him direct questions. So you never got an offer. Wait, did you ever get an offer or no?
No.
Okay. Right. Were you down to entertain an offer?
Now no.
What do you mean now no? Explain.
Right. So in terms of and Duno, AD, T-Rail, and them was leaving, right? Because they feel like, well, one, we don't feel valued, right? You feel me? So we are leaving, right? And they have built their own community, right? By themselves. If I'm entering into that community, I'm entering in one as the weakest platform, you feel me? As a liability, right? And at the very core of it, bro, is about loyalty, right? When Adam discovered me, and I was a nigga who was in North Dakota with 19,000 subscribers, right? Which nobody knew, you feel me? And nobody fucked with me. And if he fucked with me first and gave me my opportunity, bro, I'm not about to turn my back on that man while he's fighting fucking crisis right now, nigga. Right? Bro, listen, if I would have left Adam right now while he's fighting this fucking crisis, nigga, I would have felt like a piece of motherfucking shit, bro.
Oh no! Swigga. Give me a couple minutes. That's a good point, and I understand that. Now, I'm going to juxtapose how you're feeling to how AD's feeling, because a lot of people believe AD is been moving off loyalty, right? What was your thoughts? Because AD has been having a public realization that Adam removing him from a show, and also probably saying, hey, you have community going on, but it's kind of a competitor to what we have going on. That's a business move. AD kept saying loyalty, friendship. You're saying the same thing as an early AD. AD was saying early on, I would jump in front of people who would try to hurt Adam because of loyalty until I couldn't do it anymore because I realized that's not how he sees things. How did you view the whole AD and T-Rel thing? Because they've basically expressed to say, hey, we stayed at No Jumper. We were riding for No Jumper out of loyalty. We don't feel like Adam valued loyalty the same way we did. What do you think? You clearly said he discovered you. He gave you a chance. That's why you're operating out of loyalty. But do you take any type of heed to say, well, the guys who've been there longer than me, who helped build it more than me, they have said they've realized he doesn't have that loyalty that now I'm riding for. What do you think about that?
Yeah, bro, definitely, right? So, one, bro, I think that AD and T-Rel had very valid opinions and very valid reasons to feel that way, right? And those guys are my fucking brothers right now, right? So I would never go against nothing they're saying, right? So again, they have every right to feel that way. Now, in terms of whether or not I'm taking heed and viewing Adam in a different light, bro, listen, one, in their situation, it does not change my view and opinion of Adam, right? Because again,
okay, so let me ask you the question directly. Their opinion is clearly this, and if I'm misstating it, people could point it out, or they could say, we never said that. They believe that their loyalty to Adam was not matched by Adam's loyalty to them. Do you believe that your loyalty, as your state now, to Adam, for anything he's done for you, do you believe that it will be eventually, and we can only know with time, will it be matched by him?
Yeah, right. So one, I definitely hope so. I think so, right? Okay. I'm confident it will be, right? Because think about this, right? Look, bro, right? So look, when I hop off the plane, right? My first, let's say my first month there, right? Bro, I was just a social media guy, right? Right, meaning I like had very limited experience in on camera, right? And Josh came to me and said, "Yo, listen, we feel like, bro, like you are gonna be a very valuable piece one day, right? Right, like like we value here, bro, and like we want you here." And they handed me a contract, right? Academics, bro. I look at that contract, yo, and deep down inside, I didn't feel like I was worth the amount of money they was offering me already, right? So when I see, yo, like these guys are taking this much risk in me, but offering me this amount of money, bruh, right? So when I see like, yo, like, and they believed in me before I believed in like myself, bro, I always have to rock with them, right? Because if these niggas took that amount of risk in me before I seen it in myself, I can only imagine, bro, that they probably have my best interest at heart. But my experience does not take away from AD and Terrell.
Wait, I hate to cut you off, and
Sure.
and it's fine. I know you probably won't answer this. I gotta know how much money this was.
Come on, act like
no. Just a ballpark. Hold on, it's just a ballpark because, like, the way you're making it sound is like, yo, bro, either you're making it sound like you just didn't have a belief in yourself, and Adam made you believe that you could be a person that anybody would care about, which that's valued a lot. But you know what I mean. Or maybe he just wasn't making money. It's confusing me, but you don't have to say the amount. But any ballpark?
Definitely not, right? But look, act like when I came here, I had like 19,000 subs, right? So like, bro, I was brand new, right, and bro, and I was barely even on camera. No fans and knew who I was like that, right? And they offered me a substantial contract, right, where I said, damn, bro, like, if these niggas actually, like, believe that I'm gonna, like, feel me, like, live up to this shit, right? And, once I seen, bro, like, the amount of dedication and investment that they made in me, bro, I gotta always give them the benefit of the doubt when it comes to me and them personal interactions, bro, because no nigga and who has any type of goal or interest in fucking you over is gonna like invest in you when you personally felt like, bruh, I'm being offered too much right now.
All right, hold on. Wait. My last question, and then anybody else could jump in. I just have to know for my own sanity. Just give me an over under 100,000 ounces per year. At that point,
listen, I'm never discussing. You feel me? Any amount, man.
No, hold on. No, I'm gonna tell you the reason I'm asking that.
Sure.
And obviously you're not gonna say how much, but I'm like, I study this YouTube shit so much. I know the next you before you. Like, I see a nigga right now who's you. You get what I mean? I didn't know your name by like name value, but I saw you. I see everything.
Yeah.
I'm saying, so now I'm thinking, how much money do you have to give that nigga? Because I'm putting against myself. Because I remember, and I'll tell you the exact figure. But I was much bigger than you at that point because I probably had, did I have $1 million? I don't know if I had $1 million. Q came to me and Q wanted me to do World Star News. Q offered me $250,000 a year. I don't think I was making $250,000 a year based on what I was doing. But I said to myself, I'm not trying to build World Star. I'm trying to beat World Star. I never said that to him, but that's what I thought. I can't join World Star and beat it. And I took that as a sign. But $250,000 was a lot of money. And by the way, that was back then. So that's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, what the fuck were you offered? That you were like, yo, fuck, this nigga believe in me. Because I ain't gonna lie, if Q had came, and here's the thing about money too. If Q had came and said, Ak, $1 million, oh my God. I don't know if I would have said no. Because at that point, making $1 million, like I was always a math guy. I was looking at like, yo, most people work a job with average income. Let's say you get up to like $70,000, $80,000. It takes 10 to 15 years to make $1 million. Probably 20 to 25 if we're going to talk about without taxes. If you could make $1 million per year, that's what people would take 20 years to make. I was so new. YouTube is going down all the time. I believe in myself, but I don't know. I would have $1 million if Q offered that. Maybe. So that's the only reason I ask. You don't got to tell me. But
yo,
go ahead.
Wait, right? But Act, right? Know what's crazy, right? Act is like, I kind of had like a similar in mindset, right? For example, right? Act, if you would have offered me like a job, right? I probably would have said no because because it's kind of look, right? Because it's kind of like
because you're not white.
No, bro, that just sounds stupid, right? No, listen, right? So look, I looked at No Jumper like a network, right? As if they were doing something, you feel me? Like just entirely different, right? Now, if I'm already being compared to Act and then I come under Act's wing, I personally feel like I probably would not have taken that because again, bro, like that's just me just like fucking myself over, right? So that's why like I guess I, was more open to like No Jumper. You feel me?
Hold on. I'm glad you said that point. I just want to say this and I'm gonna respectfully disagree.
Yeah.
I believe now let's not talk about money and nothing like that. I believe if I say you're my prodigy, you're 40 times bigger than you are. My nigga, you're on Adam's platform with 10 other niggas. I've never really said you are doing the news in your own way. If I say, I don't do the news every day anymore, but here's the new guy who's gonna do it, you're 40 times. I can't even imagine that you would think otherwise. Now, granted, that hasn't been what I've done, but what I'm saying is that not to bring what Swigga Giovanni said, but like, bro, maybe it's the operation that was more enticing to you. Like, oh shit, they already have the brand of No Jumper. We already see mad other people that have been working there. But I guarantee you right now, and I'm at the point to look for that. If I say this is the new hip hop news guy, I guarantee it. I'll even take a bet with anyone. If throughout this year, there's a few people I'm looking at. If I stand and I say, this is the nigga, I promise you, that nigga will do more numbers than everybody at No Jumper or anybody else, period. Just think about it. It's like, it's a reason why every NBA team is holding out to see what LeBron's finna do. LeBron said he might go to some random team to play with his son. You get what I mean? And not trying to like bring up no son shit. It's like, it's impossible for you to, like, they're comparing you to me. It's impossible for you to go elsewhere and even compare to me rather than be it's like Cardi. It's like Playboy Cardi, best example. Playboy Cardi hit me and says, Act, I'm starting to put my hand around and mentor these new guys. All of the new guys who they want to say is like me. No, yeah, they're like me a little bit. They drew some inspiration, but I'm going to help them get their own sauce and they're going to be bigger. Or they're going to be big in their own way. You can't be the Cardi. You can't be a Cardi clone, not with Cardi.
Yo, so, right? And you know what I felt like, right, Ack? Right? Yeah. It is like at that time, bro, like for example, man, like right now, bro, I feel like I've definitely like in terms of like the content I'm creating, I've definitely like stepped out of like your shadow and stepped into like my own lane, right? But bro, like 9 months ago, right, bro? Like I was at a point where, bro, niggas say, yo, bro, like this is like the fucking carbon copy, right? If I would have had that exact same like model content wise, you feel me, right? And then come on to you, bro, I would have been called all type of stooge, peon, dick rodder, right? Like.
That's actually not true. I'm gonna tell you why it's not true.
I have more incense.
So you say you have to get called coon and suck Adam?
No. Wait. Yeah, wait. Give me 1 second.
You just yelling at this point, my nigga.
Wait.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, hold on.
Like you're making no sense
right
now,
nigga.
nigga.
Yo, give me 1 second.
You doing your thing.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna tell you why that's not true. Because when people wanted me to quote unquote hate or just diss you or whatever, and at first when I was very first asked about you was from Adam, and I said, yo, nah, you doing this thing, that's kind of cool. Like, yo, I'm gonna let him find himself. You know who are bringing that up the most? And this what always happens. I've been around this internet shit for a while. It's your own support. It's chat niggas. Like chat niggas want anybody who step in the same square as me for me to violate them. You get what I mean? Now, granted, if I say, nah, this is my man's, like y'all fuck with him, they're gonna fuck with you. Like I'm not saying they have to, but like they're like, oh, he fuck with him. They clearly have something rather than because everybody who has grown up to watch me, they're gonna be like, they feel like people will be stealing. If I'm saying, nah, it's not stealing, that's gang. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Whatever. But anyway, that's a difference of opinion. That's cool either way. Okay.
Hey,
oh, who was jumping in? Go ahead.
this is Mo Facts again. I had logged off, but I had to call back in because this is specifically what I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
How a white man picked ADOS, you know what I'm saying, against AD being ADOS against immigrant blacks.
Break it down.
He basically brought Flakko in as the replacement for AD beforehand. Adam 22 is trying to pivot to the conservative media. Going over to Rumble, they saw the bad. Crowder was getting $50 million. A lot of people switching their platform. He said, I need a more palatable black face, which that's being Flakko. No disrespect to Flakko. But the problem is Flakko has more loyalty to Adam 22 than he does to AD because he looks at it like he said himself, look at me. He brought me here. I was nobody. He gave me this opportunity. What's wrong with y'all Negroes? This is the same thing that happens between native blacks here in America and when they bring immigrants in. And then what happens? We're sitting here fighting each other while Adam 22 is getting richer. And that's why I called back in because this is a perfect microcosm of what happens. They keep us fighting. And then the immigrants look at us like, you had it so good. Why would you bite Master's hand? But we're like, bro, we have a long relationship with these people, and I have reason for distrust. And I just want to say that because this is a perfect example about what we were talking about before.
Bro, can I respond back to that, right? So, bro, there are various personalities with different things to offer in Adam Jumper, right? So I don't even think that you can even, right? Like, I don't think that you can even intellectualize me like being brought in as a AD replacement, right? Because we just do two different things. You feel me? He's just like, bro, he's like he's the nigga in out here, right? And he just does an entirely different thing. You feel me, right?
That was his point. Just letting you know.
No, right? And his point was that like he brought me in to take AD's place. I don't feel like I could take AD's place. Hey, look. Let me and on the Tuesday show, on at the end of the day,
clarify so you understand me completely. All Adam 22 needs is another black face. That's it. And that's what I mean. Not skill level, knowledge base, what target audience, none of that. He needs to say, look, when people tune in, there's just as many black faces that are here now that it was. I'm not saying you replacing him on what your target audience is. He wanted somebody when he pivots, it's still black faces around here, but their message is different. And like I said, I've been following this whole situation closely. You know, he got rid of House Phone, he got rid of AD, all of them. He basically pushed them on the ledge with this whole bringing on the white supremacists because he knew either you're going to bow down or you're going to leave. And that's what most of the ADOS Foundation of Blacks did. I'll turn it back over.
No. Question for you, right? So why do people say this is like a steep pivot when, bro, like back in like what, 2016, 2017, Adam interviewed, I think, Milo Yiannopoulos, right? You feel me? Like, who is in the same elk as like Richard Spencer, you feel me? Right? So like, if you know, like No Jumper has been doing these like political interviews, why now is like a different, you know, like a different view of it?
But they haven't, because it's been since 2016 since you've had somebody like that. Like, you guys don't, and I didn't come out here to yell at you or shade you, but you guys don't interview people like that. That's not the normal elk for you. You guys interview porn stars, pimps, shit like that. Like we don't see you interviewing people of that level.
Basically,
What
the
level though?
question was posed to me, and basically he answered the lack of the fact it was 7 years between the two interviews you're talking about. But you have to understand, as an ADOS FBA person, I'm going to ask you, Flacco, this: if him and AD had a longer relationship than you and him have, why is it that you think you can trust him with seeing how he did AD house phone and everybody else? You know, this is at the core of the ADOS FBA immigrant argument, because it's like, how can y'all come here, have so much trust in these people that we've been dealing with since we've been living here this whole time? And that's why the distrust happens between, they're saying, the native blacks and the immigrants, because y'all think we just didn't take the opportunity and run with it, when we understand white supremacy is going to only have a certain amount of spots available. Just like at No Jumper, there's a certain amount of spots available. He's going to have white spots and black spots. And he's like, I got rid of 2 blacks, I'm going to bring in 2 blacks. But he's still going to have a certain number of white faces over there, trust me.
Hey, hold on.
So this
Hey,
is
hold
like
on.
I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. Mo facts. And by the way, save that thought, Flacco, because I'm definitely let you respond. I'm
Sure,
definitely respond. Okay, I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna be very honest about this. And I have a whole theory about this, which I haven't ever got into, and I won't get into the majority of it because, my perspective might be skewed on maybe my own biases. So I just kind of chill back. Flacco, let me tell you this, and this is my own personal belief. I'm gonna say this to you live. You don't even have to react to this live. You can watch this back, and I want you to think about this. Let me tell you this. I've heard your opinions on things, whether you're talking about gang culture, hip hop, violence, and crime. I know your opinions and your stance on this. Adam has hired a bunch of gangbangers and a bunch of other people who don't believe what you believe. I believe part of the reason why you've always received favor from No Jumper is because Adam believes your thought pattern aligns more with what he wants to push. You are the person who would more likely to see the silver lining between Richard Spencer being on the platform as opposed to AD, T-Rail, even Gino. That's his thing. The reason why I don't believe Adam looks at you and Adam says, oh no, let me tell you this, and you probably read it too. I'll be on every Reddit. The No Jumper Reddit used to fucking hate your guts. They were saying, why don't this thing get fired? I think that didn't happen because I think there was a close point. I think Adam was waiting for a point for me to kick you, like in the sense of like, remember when me and you had like words for a second? I'm gonna be honest, I got all but confirmation you were done. Obviously, I'm not the guy who I'm glad that you are necessary. Like, you're necessary in conversation. You're necessary. Everybody's necessary. What I believe is that your entire existence and why you've gotten some favor isn't because of some leverage you hold. Not disrespecting the platform you probably do have and created for yourself. It's because of a lot of your views that align with Adam. It's the reason why Adam has allowed you to kick people off shows. Gina and the rest of them, even Almighty Suspect, not as valuable as you. But it's not because of your draw, no disrespect. It's because you're in line with a lot of the opinions and thoughts that he wants to pivot in. I'm not saying it's bad or good, but that has allowed you, you might not realize this. I guarantee if I sat alone with Almighty Suspect or Gina, they're going to be like, why the fuck does Adam fuck with this nigga so much? I promise you. It's not about views and what you pull, because you know who pulled the most shit over there? T-Rail. And Adam is still saying, T-Rail left. I'm okay. Huh? So it's not about views. It's about where he wants to pivot to. You fall in line, and you are representative of the opinions that he's trying to move towards. Not saying it's good or bad, but I hope you understand that. Adam, right? I believe, fell into this whole gangbanger shit, not because he wanted to, but because of the nature of building a business in LA. Adam finally realized, and by the way, you don't think he's stressing over this? He realized, I don't need that shit no more. I could phase out of it. But who fits this into his current way he's always shifted to? You. That's not a bad thing. I'm not saying you're bootlicking or nothing like that. I'm saying I hope you acknowledge you have to acknowledge, how does your employer see you? Or let me not say employer, because everybody hates this word employee. How does Adam see you, and what's your relationship? Does that make a little bit sense or no?
Here, bro. So here's the one thing that I guess, like, it does make sense, but here's where I give, like, some pushback, right?
Go ahead.
In terms of he favors you more than others, like, anybody who I guess is like, like is inside the building or like understand, like, like how certain things work and who right, and like who's close with who, like, is laughable to say that I have the most favor, because that's not true at all. You feel me? Like, meaning like if you just and just view it from an inside lens, like, you can clearly see is like, I'm definitely not the most favored. You feel me? Right? Like, there are certainly people who've been there longer, who probably, have built closer bonds. Like, you feel me? Who at some point, and have more favor, right? So I wouldn't say that I have the most favor act.
Flacco. I'm giving it to you so real, and trust me, there's nothing against you. I promise you, bro. As I said, you don't have to react visceral in the moment. Think about it later. Flacco, with all due respect, I think you're from Idaho or Ohio. I don't even know where you're from, brother, but you're a guy with a huge stutter. That's a huge, big red flag when it comes to, nigga, I remember thinking about, I used to have a big stutter too, bro. I used to think about, that's not really good for camera. It's good for me making these short videos where I can edit it up. It's not good for live, bro. Let's be very clear. Okay? I remember also thinking about, attractiveness, this and third. They ain't trying to put no fat nigga on camera, bro. Okay? I'm just giving it to you the real, my nigga. Just please don't, just take it, because
we all fat though, Ak. We all fat.
No. But hear what I'm trying to say.
Me, Icon Court,
No, hear what I'm saying. I'm speaking directly to you. These things, these things, right, doesn't really tell somebody that's the person you give favor to. If anything, it says, don't give favor to that person. Do you get what I mean? Now, what I'm trying to say to you, I believe that Adam has realized, right, that the, how you view things, I'm going to lie to you, I've always thought that Adam hired you because, play this, AD and T-Rel won't be provocateurs. It's like a Charlemagne effect. It's like a me effect. It's like a Star effect. It's like a Wendy Williams effect. They won't be provocateurs because they got to go outside in LA. You might not remember because I hear you be chilling with Crips now, so like you cool now. But when they hired you to say the shit that could get your head knocked off. That's part of it, brother. If you don't want to admit it, I'm telling you what's going on. Hey, Flacco will say what nobody else will say on the staff, because we got to go outside and you a Crip, and you in the streets. Flacco could say it. Remember, you weren't having a good time there when it felt like niggas was spitting on you, about to violate you, and these are people who became your support base and say, yo, y'all got him over there. I kept even saying, yo, I remember when they had me at Complex, y'all got to protect him. Now we realize you're protected. But if you weren't that, and by the way, Adam is smart. Adam knows, yo, if all the Crip niggas over here ain't gonna say the shit that's gonna make us do what we need to do, what the fuck does it help us? Oh, he'll say it. Yeah, he ain't the best. Yeah, he stutters, but fuck it. we'll do it. And I believe at first you were a crash dummy in their eyes. I'm not saying you were. I don't think you ever try to crash out. In their eyes, you're a crash dummy. I think your loyalty proved that you were down to stick around and you're more company line than the other guys. But I also believe your worth increased more as Adam realized, if you ask me, and I haven't talked to Adam about it, so this is my opinion. Adam has realized that really AD been the boss for the last year and a half. Through gang politics, through anything associated with that ilk, we've never seen Adam beat up. Remember I used to say to Adam, ain't you the boss? We've never seen him being the boss so much till now. He's firing niggas on camera. He's putting niggas in their place. But you know how you become the boss after you've given up the reins to the bunch of gang niggas you brought in the building? You got to get the gang niggas out of the building. Your opinions and how you are, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it is palatable to Adam. And I'm not saying you're not being yourself, because you are being yourself. I don't think you're acting at all. I think whatever you say, you definitely believe, which I like. But it's part of the reason why you're still there. And also, I think you're smart enough to know that, because when you're asked about these things about whether community this and third, you're going to say what's needed to be said, because you know Adam's finna see this. And if you seem like you ain't that loyal, you just seen, I know you just shout out Court and these other people. These are new niggas who's still on their first 2 weeks. They're on a 10-day contract. Adam is at a rebuild point. He'll get rid of you too for a 10-day contract. That's what I was asking you initially about. That perv buster shit has gotten Adam into a whole lot of shit. Who brought the perv buster on? You. What does he feel about you doing that? And how has the conversation and atmosphere been since that? Also, in hindsight, and I'm going to give you 20 seconds and then you could go ahead. Sure. I'll give you 5-10 minutes uninterrupted. Also, since now the conversation has now reignited about Adam with a 16-year-old little girl, since you brought on the perv buster, what is your opinion on Adam, 22, with a 16-year-old? Because again, it was dead in the water till you brought on the perv buster. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, we're definitely right. So first of all, let me just address the stuttering thing. Listen, stutter or no stutter act, can none of these new blogging niggas fuck with me? You feel, bro? I'll put myself against all the new niggas that like y'all love. They can't fuck with me. That's a fact. Again, like before No Jumper, I was outperforming all them niggas. That's a fact, right? So again, so in terms of
Flakko, you're smarter than them.
Wait.
You're smarter than them, but you don't talk better than them. Flakko, the only reason I'm cutting you off, bro. The only reason I'm cutting you off is because
these niggas cannot entertain me.
Hold on,
bro. These niggas cannot. Bro, these niggas.
Flakko,
okay, sure.
The only reason I'm cutting you off is this. Because I was there, you have to work on your craft. That stuttering shit got to get the fuck out of here. I'm telling you.
Even with the stutter, nigga, they can't fuck with me still. Nigga.
No, my nigga, I'm telling you. A nigga who knows how to talk
right now at my base, they can't fuck with me.
No, I'm not saying you have great opinions, but this is part of getting your brand together, and you're a talker now. We don't care about how you look. Nigga, you could be 12,000 pounds. I don't care. But one thing you're going to realize, when you start talking, bro, there's a meme of you be like, yeah, so look, like, you're going to have to get that. Like, again, I used to do the same thing. I'm telling you. I'm not telling you anything that I feel like I was just above you. I'm telling you that I had to listen to my old audio. Oh, shit, I'm doing these things constantly. Oh, shit, when people ask questions rapidly, I start doing the. That's how you get better. I'm being honest with you. I'm not trying to diss you. I'm telling you I was just like you. No. And when you once you get that out of the way, you're going to be clapping these niggas up. But that's the only thing you got to improve. If you want to lose weight or whatever, just like if I want to lose weight, yeah, you get more sexier. You can get some bitches like listen to you and following you because they want to click on your picture. Cool. But you got to make sure you're a talker. I'm a talker. You got to be able to be nice with them words. Okay, but go ahead, brother.
Yo, act, right? But act like, and I'm the one in like who put myself in speech therapy, right? So one, and I know, right? There's there's definitely room for improvement. But I'm telling you, nigga, right now as is, stutter, no stutter as is, I was outperforming all these niggas. You feel me, right? Again, these niggas cannot fuck with me. I'm talking about, again, bring any new nigga you want to bring. And on no jumper, right? These niggas would not outperform me. You feel me, right? In terms of entertainment, you feel me, right? In terms of opinion and shit like that, these niggas cannot fuck with me now.
Yo, I got a question.
Nigga, bro, shut up. God damn. Right?
I got a question.
All right,
In terms of the Perv Busters, right?
Because I didn't talk for a long time. Let him go further. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so quick question. Is
Bro, he said let me go for a bit. And, bro, like, you still talking.
Yeah, just give him 5 more minutes and then Swigga, you are the next question after him. Okay, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Flakko.
Listen, he can talk to act after this film, right? Like, I'm done with this nigga, right? So too, in terms of Perv Busters, bro, like people, it's like I'm convinced that niggas like don't watch No Jumper, right? Because the Perv Busters like and first came on, and they were first invited on and during the White John shit. So when White John like got like beat up by some like pedo, right? And they were brought on firstly, and it was on for 3 hours. There was no incident whatsoever. You feel me, right? And and everybody loved them. You feel me? So we brought them back the second time, right? For like my stream, because like the one dude's a boxer, right? Feel me, right? So, and they hopped on like right, like while I was talking about, like the lust shit, right? But the goal was for me to just get through this like lust shit, and then they was gonna, like take us through like the office boxing training, right? So that wasn't like the first time where I'm inviting new niggas and like new guests. No. They were already on for a prior interview, you feel me, right? It was supposed to be me and Adam was supposed to interview them about the White John shit, you feel me, right?
Wait. Adam was supposed to interview the Perv Buster?
Bruh, act. And there was a viral video, there was a viral video a couple of months ago. Y'all all seen it, where there was this guy called White John, a LA rapper. He got like beat up by a pedophile. Those were the guys who was filming it. So when that happened a couple months ago, they came on No Jumper the first time for about 3 to 4 hours. There was no incident. Everybody loved them. They came back the second time.
Was Adam on that episode?
They went rogue.
Was Adam on that episode?
He was supposed to be right. But I think he had like back-to-back interviews, right? You feel me? At like 9 and then at 11, right? So he said, bruh, put them on the news with y'all, you feel me? Right? And just have them talk about it, right? So, and they was there for 3 hours still, you feel me? And there was no incident. So nobody had any clue that they would have done what they would have done when they came back the second time, right? So nobody there could blame me for it, right? Because one is not like I invited some brand new niggas that like nobody knew.
No, that's
they
not
were
true.
Already right.
I fuck with you, but that's not true. That's not true. Put it like this: if I'm under hot water right now, right? All right, say I'm Adam. I'm under like people like the core of my employees just dipped on the company. And there's a possible narrative starting about how I'm disloyal to friends, going back from the house phone thing to this. It is very clear and obvious that people want to figure out something to attack me with. Now, if someone brings on, I don't know, like anything, like you should know that's the worst time to bring on anything. Like, all right, for example, you shouldn't bring on Adam does porn, right? He does porn with his girl. You shouldn't bring in somebody who's opposed to porn. Even if they didn't tell you they're going to say Adam is wrong for doing porn, Adam is under attack. Like, you shouldn't bring in anyone that would be somewhat of conflict of nature. And I guess that's where I ask you this question, because that's what I was trying to ask more than the Perv Buster thing. Do you feel like this is a conversation piece that Adam could thrive in discussing, like about the whole 16-year-old thing?
Now, look, so, well, one, I think Adam has like talked about it enough, like to where, bro, at this point is like, if people read it and believe you, then they believe you. Feel me? If they don't, right? But I personally,
You're acting ignorant though, because a lot of people have never. Hold on, I know what you're saying. You're gonna say everybody knows, but not everybody knows. This has gotten a new audience. Like for example, every time that they come up with a fake tweet about yo, Axe said that bad baby had big titties for 16-year-old. I've never said that. That was a hack tweet, but. Every time it goes viral again, I gotta remind people. Lame, I gotta remind people. Sometimes the audience reminds people that's what it is. So again, you shouldn't just assume that. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that because now everybody's trying to jump on your employer's head, do you feel like it just doesn't need to have a conversation? Or do you feel like, hey, you have a clarification that you could tell people? Because I have to clarify all the time. Hey, y'all seen that tweet? That wasn't me tweeting. That was a day that mad celebrities was hacked. They hacked me too. I didn't tweet that. I never thought that. Okay? What again, I know you think it's redundant, but what do you believe about this whole 16-year-old thing? Because that's what the people said on the platform of No Jumper that you invited.
Here, right? So again, when I seen and read it, I believe exactly what was written. You feel me? Right? Like they talked briefly when she was 16. You feel me? And they stopped talking, and then they like reconnected at 19. Right? So right, you know, like so like I don't understand the grand conspiracy. I personally think, bro, like that shit just came about because niggas, one, chose not to read, or two, just don't want to read. You feel me? Or I can't read. You feel me? So like. Yeah, you feel me? Like, I believe exactly what was written down.
Okay. Flakko, I'm gonna do.
Can I ask Flakko one question?
Wait, hold on. Wait. I want to do.
He asked me a question.
Wait, hold on. I want to do him a solid on this because I don't want you jumping on a sword for someone who isn't you and who probably knows way more about the situation than you. It's okay if you say no comment, but you can't be like giving a defense and kind of doubling that. So I don't know if you heard the Joe Budden interview. What Joe Budden, when he was talking to Adam, he was basically saying, you understand why the majority of people would believe that you're a creep and that you were grooming someone when you spoke to someone at 16, knowing full right that you should not be dealing with that person at that time. And somehow 3 years later, when they're now legal, you're in their bed. It's very hard for people to believe that it just happened to be random or the algorithms connected you rather than you were grooming the person while they were underage. Now they're legal. You're fucking them.
Question though.
You can say no. You can say no comment. I'll move on. I promise you.
No.
You can say no comment. I'm telling you. I do not want to press you.
Wait. The act though, right?
Go ahead.
Act. Don't you wait? So like, don't you feel though like that's an entirely different conversation, and then Elias has been out there saying, "Yo, Adam, fucking 16-year-old," right? Again, right. So look, that's a very wait, right. So again, that's a very nuanced conversation, but people have taken that and ran with the slander and the lies of Adam fucked a 16-year-old to like just loud a nigga, right? And they're using that very same quote-unquote text or document to confirm that, which is just a lie. So again, that's a nuanced conversation that I have no take for. But let's address, though, that people lying and saying that paperwork said that Adam fucked a 16-year-old. That's not true.
Why are you jumping on the sword?
Wait,
like,
hold on.
Did we ever jump on the sword for you?
Wait, Flakko. No, Flakko. Wait, hold on. Flakko. No, Flakko. Now, you see, this is why I said I'd rather you just say no comment, because there's multiple things that go into that, right? So not only, okay, granted, there are some people that clearly have misinterpreted that he had sex with that young woman at 16. However, some people believe it's as egregious as grooming her and you having sex with her over age, right? Now, even with that aside, I don't know how much you know about all these things. I talked to Adam about it. And by the way, he's talked later about it too. And he's talked to Joe about it. There are sexual assault allegations from a former person who was with him, who believed that they didn't give consent. So it's very different. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, are you trying to just say, oh, y'all not telling the truth? Or are you trying to defend these allegations? Because I personally believe, I'm not saying I'm over here saying Adam is whatever, but you as somebody who wasn't in the room with them, this and third, you putting your own reputation on the line is only going to come back to bite you. That's what I'm telling you. That's why I give you
But
the
you
outs.
wait though, but you asked me about something very specific. Was the 16-year-old thing, and I gave you my very specific opinion on the 16-year-old thing, which was people are using that document to say that Adam fucked a 16-year-old girl.
All right, hold on.
That document did not say that. That's a lie.
Okay.
Now
you're right. Hold on, you're right. No,
we go to discuss.
No, you're right. But here's the thing: if you invite somebody named the Perv Buster on your platform, even if you didn't fuck a 16-year-old, but you talked to and basically rocked them to sleep till they were 18 or 19, then you fucked them. That is pervy behavior. That's the same point.
That's predatory.
You don't think so?
Recording Lil Pump getting his dick sucked. Lil Pump was 16 years old.
Yeah, I'm not trying to have this conversation really, but I'm trying to see how much are you willing to jump on the sword rather than just say. Honestly, I asked you this question to think that I thought you were gonna say, bro, I didn't know too much about it. Everything I heard, he never fucked a kid. I invited a guy on. We've invited this guy on before. Oh, I didn't know it was going to go like that. It feels like you're defending it to a T, and I don't want to come with all the details.
Wait though. But you asked me about, right? And you asked a very direct question and very specific was about that particular document. I gave you my opinion. Now, if you are asking me about, like, did I know that, like, these things were out there or going on when the Perv Busters came the first and second time? No, but you asked me something very specific. I gave you a specific answer, and now, like,
what question did I ask you? Let me see if you remember.
Yeah, right. So look, and you asked me about, like, what's your opinion about Adam and the 16-year-old? I said, listen, my opinion is what I read, and I believe it, which is, they talked, stopped talking, and came back at 19 years old. Now,
okay, do you think he groomed her? Okay, he didn't fuck her at 16, but do you think he participated in some type of grooming of that 16-year-old, which would also, in my opinion, be considered weird? I don't know if you consider it weird, but now I'm asking you.
Listen, so again, bro, like, my knowledge of that, bro, is just from that particular document. I haven't had right? And I haven't had no conversation outside of that with anybody, right? So act. And all I know, bro, is he said they stopped talking at 16 and start talking again at 19 years old, like through Facebook, right? So again, if he's saying they had no contact, I can only take that man's word for it unless there's proof otherwise.
So you're saying that you don't believe it's grooming, you believe there's just luck.
I believe what was said until there's proof to say otherwise.
Okay. All right. Hey,
Yo,
listen.
Flakko,
Can I ask my last question?
Bro, I'm not talking to you niggas, man. Feel me?
What
Talk
about
to
the Lil
yourself,
Pump
bro.
situation?
But you came to our don't.
Hold on, Flakko. I've been nothing but respectful to you, and you asked me a question. I had a right to ask you a question.
Hold on.
Bro, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 niggas. Bro, I'm just talking to you niggas.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
So you defend white men, but you disrespect black men.
Wait, hold on.
Crazy, bro.
Wait. Let's keep it respectful. Wait, hold on. Let's keep it respectful. Like, we do value Flakko coming over here and speaking with us. Flakko, I guess what they're trying to throw into the air, they're like, well, now since you comment on public things, we've heard stuff that Lil Pump has said. Have you factored that into any decision making or any context that you would consider?
Bro, one, right? So I'm not even sure like exactly like which like Pump shit, right? Feel me? Like niggas is even like.
You want me to restate it? Lil Pump said when he was 16 years of age, he was going around on tour with Adam. Those videos are still on No Jumpers YouTube. You could access it because you're also on that channel. And apparently Pump says that the 16-year-old girls or groupies, I shouldn't call them groupies because they were young kids at that time. He said he was having sex with, but he was obviously like 16, 15. And he believes that Adam was having sex with. Again, I'm not trying to hold you to the fire, but you seem like you're a defense attorney, so I'm going to throw it.
Wait.
Question,
even
right?
that.
Hold on.
Hold on, Flacco. Not even that.
Can I comment?
Adam,
Okay, go ahead.
Adam was recording Lil Pump getting head by a 16-year-old, and he was sitting on the bed.
Wait, that ain't happening.
That's
Whoa. Chill. We gotta keep factual. That ain't happening. Come on.
You
That is a
see,
fact.
bro?
No, it is a fact. The video's out there.
There's no video like that. Stop me. I'll check.
That's no act. I'm not even lying.
There
The
is a video out, but we
Where's
don't know
the video,
how
Warrior?
old she was.
The video's out there. It was on No
Yeah,
Jumper
but we don't
version
know
2.
how. We don't know how old. Bro, Pump was
No,
fucking
it was
grown women at
during that
time.
tour. It was during that tour. He was still underage.
But
Yeah,
boom,
he was fucking grown women
boom.
too,
Even
bro.
if Lil Pump was 16 fucking grown women, that's a whole completely different conversation.
At the end of the day, you still was.
All right. Okay. Flacco. Again, I'm just trying to say. I know. By the way, I don't invite you on here to fucking throw Adam under the bus. I also just want to think think of yourself, and it's okay to say, bro, listen, no comment. I'll look into it. Nigga, I'm trying to give you the TikTok CEO answers. Like, you seem to be doubling down. Like, nope. Like, yo, I'm giving you the out, bro. I'm giving you the out.
But Acto, I don't need an out for the first. Again, for the first question, I actually read the document, so I can speak on that. Like these new random accusations that like if these niggas is thrown out there, bro. I haven't even I'm tapped into those, right? So like now, how can I even speak on it when?
Okay, so let me ask you a hypothetical question. If Adam was a grown man and recorded a 16-year-old getting fellatio by another young child, which also is 16, what would you say of, let's say not Adam, any person who did that, what would you say about that person?
I'm not gonna entertain any type of hypotheticals or
Wow, that's crazy.
All right.
No, hold on. Yeah. By the way, Flacco.
Wait, right?
I just want to ask my question.
Again, right? Niggas is just thirsty to just chime in. So again, until I am well read on these particular accusations that these random niggas are throwing out, I can't even comment on it. Now, I commented on the one thing that I was well read on, which was that one specific situation. Now, these other random shit that these niggas is just throwing out their ass, I can't comment on it because this is my first time hearing it from you niggas.
Hold on, Flacco. I wasn't trying to do a gotcha moment. I'm not into that. What I was just trying to say to you is that you're an employee of No Jumper. Don't be AD. So AD has now realized that he used to be jumping out like, yo, what's up? What's that problem with him? It's okay to say, yo, I work with Adam. I don't think he's weird. I've never seen nothing, but that's all I know. And I'm done. I don't have to comment on any other thing. When you choose to be his defense attorney, by the way, I've invited Adam to get on here and talk to me. Adam was he was busy one time, and then it wasn't the best moment for him to talk about other things. You're the person who's here. You don't got to play defense attorney. Okay, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna lose your job. Just be like, nigga, I don't know nothing about nothing. Hey,
they don't jack. That's the only one they jacking, man. That's how the Bushwood niggas say they jacking that one.
Wait, hold on. We're not trying to encourage full beef and shit like. Wait. Listen, Flacco. Is there any way you and Swigga just I think it was just some name calling? It's not that shit.
Hey, Ack, I'm gonna say this. Flacco don't realize who Giovanni is. Giovanni is a very powerful and he has a lot of influence in the music industry. He's blue check verified engineer and he's the Chattanooga official engineer. He got Billboard plaques and everything.
Well, according to AD, my man Flacco is tapped in with the Crips and shit like that. You gotta respect his gangster type shit.
Yo, Act.
He getting extorted by the Crips.
Act. AD's Crip. A Crip that AD looks up to, Bear the Prince. Y'all could check out Bear the Prince. Ask AD if you know him. That's my little man. That boy, Bear the Prince, is who AD look ups to, bro.
Let's not get federal.
How do we respect somebody's gangster who turned down the opportunity to go to wherever Kyrie was on his own, and then comes in the Discord to talk shit when he knows Kyrie is not online, and then when he doesn't have any real gangster. Just because you fuck with Crips don't make you a real gangster.
Let me tell you, Smash, that boy Flacco makes a lot of noise and he's full of a lot of fluff. I don't want no real static with him. I just want him to learn to chill, bro. Chill, because that real life stuff can happen. He got spit on by some Chicago dude, bro. That could have got ugly. But AD saved his life. And once again, but that boy ain't ride with AD. So he's moving like Adam. So I
Yo,
don't.
fuck all of that. You guys are both in LA right now. Run the fade.
Chill.
I'm in LA right
No,
now.
you can't say that. You can't say that.
Nah, bro, that's dead. Nah, Warrior, shut up, Warrior.
Hey, yo, Warrior, I'm with whatever, cuz you gotta understand, bro. I ain't catch one in a couple months.
You can't
anyway.
say that on Twitch, bro. So just act like you didn't say that.
Not on Twitch.
Yeah.
Not on Twitch.
Yeah, okay, Flacco. Like, I mean, you want to try to make it right with Giovanni, swigga Giovanni. Like, I know you don't like, you know what I mean? I know you said ain't nobody checking you or pressing you type shit, but like, I don't want shit to go left.
A question though, Wall hair, right? So listen, right? So look, like when the stooges and peons who be swallowing Act semen talk, bruh, I let them niggas talk among themselves, right? So now my question to like you, Act, is like 1.6 million views good? Is 400,000 views good? Is 500,000 views good?
You come in here to argue with us. You come in here with Act, and I didn't hear to argue with us.
Is 300,000 views good, Act?
What are you talking about? You come in here to have
Wait, hold on.
Nah, Flacco, don't stop.
Wait. We're not gonna jump in. Relax, everybody chill. Everybody chill. Wait, everybody chill. I'm gonna let everybody be able to get it in afterwards. But if this is a swigga Giovanni and Flacco situation, he's responded to him. Swigga Giovanni could respond. Okay?
No, yo, Act though. So Act again. It's like 1.6 million views good. It's 400,000, 500,000, 398. You feel me? Like like 5 plus 100,000 views. So again, though, right? Again, it's different interviews. Garner different views, and that's for everybody. You feel me? It's not just Flacco, but it takes a real peon and a bum ass nigga, right?
Joe Rogan, not Joe Rogan. Cut it out.
And a bum ass nigga to ignore 1.6 million views,
bro.
To ignore 1.6 million views.
Nobody right now.
Go to 10,000 views, nigga. I'm doing better than you, nigga. I got more money than you, nigga. You
don't. No, you don't.
Let's go.
Flacco, you don't got more money than him. He got plaques,
nigga.
He got plaques. You don't got plaques, Flacco.
Wait, hold on. One time,
bro. You on here sucking Axe dick, nigga. You is a.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Everybody chill for a second. No. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay, hold on. I gotta serve and mute both of them. Just because, I don't want to be used as the fodder for whatever. This whole sucking Act dick shit is just not true. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even know swigga Giovanni was one of the highest, gifted subbers in here. Like he was gifting people sub. I never spoke to him ever. Honestly, I really only knew about him probably about a month ago, and I talked to him in voice chat. He got his own operation. The chat loves him. If you ever join my Discord, bro, they're not in there just like, yo, let's praise Act. Like, bro, they got their own shit in there. Niggas got their own shit. They're not talking about me. You get what I mean? So, and when I found out about him, everybody in Discord was fucking with him. Like, he got his own shit. I don't know exactly what it is, but he's definitely not in here like, I'm an Act fanboy, I'm sucking his dick. Pause. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want that to be used as the thing that makes people feel like, oh, there's like, the chat niggas is never about sucking Act's dick. Like, please, never. Like, we can't even, I can't even allow that to be said because there's so many beautiful people in here and so many great people who got their own shit going on. When I go in there, people are pitching me business ideas. People already been like, yo, trying to help other people for shit. This ain't just about, oh, Act is great. There's been great people in this organization, or not even organization, but just this whole, I'm going to say community that don't even agree with me on most things. And we've argued, you know what I mean? So please, it's not sucking Act's dick. Please.
Yeah, let's not get
confused.
Like, and gang. Let's run.
Yeah. Me and Kyrie have argued a bunch. Shit. Boom is my nigga. And anytime y'all seen us, y'all probably think we don't like each other or we're arguing. Me and AJ, we've met up mad times in person. When y'all hear us on here, we're usually opposed to each other. They're not just like riding my dick. Just to let people know, because I'm usually creeped out by people who just agree with me on everything. Like, I like to argue with people, okay? So I'm just saying that not to shut Flacco up or nothing like that, but if y'all are having an argument, this chat nigga community is the community that binds us all. but it's binding us all based on mutual interest, not because I'm some god. I'm not no god. Nobody has to praise me. Like, to be honest, some of the best supporters in here fucking clown me and all that type of shit. I am not no god. I am nobody sucking my dick, please. Okay. All right. I'm gonna allow both y'all to speak, and I'm sorry for muting y'all, but you know, I don't want people to think that my community is about dick suckers. It's definitely not. Okay.
And he uses most of your vocabulary anyway. Talking about
Bruh, these niggas is in this bitch for 12 hours a fucking day, now watching their ass, not doing shit, but sitting here, my nigga, sucking and swallowing, nigga. You niggas are fucking bitches, peons, and stooges, nigga. Again, you're here for 12 hours a fucking day, you whole ass nigga. Go wash your ass, nigga. For 12 hours a day, nigga. Suck my dick, nigga.
Hold on. So wait, Flacco. Let's be fair though. So if you call everybody in here stooges, wouldn't it be fair if they just call you an Adam stooge and an Adam dick rider because you follow and listen to whatever everything Adam say? That's not right to say because the nigga don't agree with you and they agree with Act. You can't call them a fucking stooge because they ideas align with Act more than they align with yours. You know what I mean?
I don't want to mean Flacco. I don't want to mute you. What like we all gotta listen to each other. Let's not talk. All right,
you getting muted, man.
Let me say something because he keep talking over me. Your academics.
You talk, bro.
Wait, one at a time.
Man. I keep getting muted because I'm bodying these bitch ass niggas.
No, Flacco. No, Flacco.
Bitch, my nigga.
No.
I don't body your bitch ass nigga. You's a peon, nigga. And keep sucking dick for 12 hours a day, nigga.
No, Flacco. Hold
on.
Mute this kid.
You a VC stooge, nigga. You here for 12 hours a day, nigga. Go watch your ass, nigga. I'm starting a career, nigga. I'm starting a career, nigga.
I'm gonna let him go.
No.
You have for 12 hours a day, not doing shit with your life. 12 hours a day in VC with Act, 5 days a week, nigga. Go start your own shit, you bum ass nigga, bro. Peace out, man.
Okay, beautiful. Get out of here. Anyway, thank you very much.
Nah, don't run.
Academics. Listen, all I want you to do to settle this right now, I will DM you my bank account and let that bitch DM you his bank account. He do not got more than me. What's up?
Okay, I like that.
What's up?
Nigga, you fucking homo, nigga.
Yo, Flacco.
Take ass off your tongue.
Yo, Flacco.
Off your tongue, nigga. Go start your own shit, you bum ass nigga. You here for 12 hours a day.
Yo, Flacco.
Week, nigga. Go eat. Go cook a meal, nigga. Go wash your ass, nigga. Get out of FVC, nigga.
Hold on, I got this. I'm gonna bring Flacco. Yo, Flacco. It's just me and you. Flacco, it's just me and you here. Flacco, you hear me? You should be able to speak. Flacco.
Fuck everybody go.
Oh, no, I moved you in here by myself. Flacco.
Yo, what's up?
Okay. I don't want this back and forth. This is, and by the way, I'm throwing you the fucking little lifeguard thing. This guy is
body the niggas already though.
No,
bro. I done body the niggas already.
Yeah, but hear what I'm saying. This guy is trying to say that he doesn't like when you try to say that he's like a act dick sucker. He feels like he's in the music industry, right? He works with a bunch of people. Some of them I have no idea. I don't even know too much of what he does. But he says he's down to prove to you, and he's wondering if you'll prove to him that you could never call him a broke sucker.
He's
band for banning, bro.
He said he's down. He said he want to go band for band with you. Which I don't know if that's smart because Swigga, from what I hear, my boy Flacco getting that bag. So I don't know if my boy Swigga really holding it. But
hold on,
bro, Act, listen, Act. Wait, Act. Wait, right? Hold on, Act. If you think that I'm as stupid as these niggas and fucking ass read to where I'm even engaging in content with these niggas, bro, you's a peon. I'm just here to violate your bitch ass whatever the fuck I can, nigga. You here for 12 hours a day, nigga. In fucking act stream, nigga. 12 hours a day, nigga. Talking and sucking dick, nigga. Go start your own shit, nigga. Go do your own shit, you bitch ass nigga. So again, nigga, I'm never gonna do the ass read, right? Feel me?
All right, I got y'all, chat. Don't worry. Let me go to another chat with this nigga. I got y'all. Don't worry about it. I got y'all. Okay. Flacco. For a second.
Fucking you bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, Flacco. Because we're trying to have civil conversation. I moved you again. And I wanted it to be civil conversation. I don't know if you could tell him, yo, go start your own, because like I don't want this to be a rhetorical conversation. You do work with No Jumper. They can say the same to you. You get what I mean? Hey, you go start your own.
I have my own shit already though.
Yeah, but essentially, you're saying that they're being aligned with me and they should stop sucking
5 days a week, Act.
Yeah?
Act, right? Act, right. So look, Act, listen.
Swigga, I ain't gonna lie to you. Swigga Giovanni do not be in here. Not when I'm
right?
streaming.
Look, Act, look. If these dick suckers are here for 12 hours a day, 7 days a week on fucking stream, sucking dick and sucking and swallowing, right? Contributing to content.
Hold on. I gotta ask you. Wait. I gotta ask you. Why do you? Wait. Why do you? Wait. Why do you think they're sucking dick though? Wait.
Listen up, man.
No. Yo, let's meet in person, Flacco. Let's just meet in person.
No, Swigga.
Suck my dick, you hoe ass nigga.
I remember you said that, so I'm gonna go to your studio. I'm gonna go to your studio.
Bro,
studio's in Van Nuys. Let's go.
Nigga, what?
Go to your studio.
You was a bum ass nigga. You
got security, nigga.
Fake address, nigga.
Security, nigga.
Bro, please.
I'm gonna wait for you,
bro.
I'm gonna wait for you, bro.
That means nothing.
Keep talking that talk, bro.
That means nothing, nigga. That means nothing, nigga. That means nothing, nigga.
AD's not protecting you no more, right?
Wait.
Flacco. When I see you, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. Do you understand me? You fat African stink nigga. Your whole no jumping style said you smell like shit.
Your
whole no jumping style said you smell like shit.
Bro,
everybody know you stink. You don't wear socks. You don't got no bitches. You got a fake fucking girlfriend that nobody ever saw yet. So why are you lying? You got no money. You can't go bed for me. You can't do none of that. Let me see some money, nigga. Let me see some money, nigga. Show me. I'll show you my bank account right now. And I bet you can't do that. So what's up? So what's up? So what's up? Show me $1,000 right now.
Hold
Yo,
what's up? Are you ready to go band for band with me?
This whole ass nigga is my mule for content, nigga. Nigga, you my hoe right now, nigga. I'm abusing you.
When I see you, I'm going to fuck you up. I live in LA. Do you know that?
I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. But that sounds like this.
I'm putting hands and feet on you. That's word to your mother, nigga. That's word to your mother. You understand? When I see you, I'm putting hands and I'm putting feet on you.
You sound angry, nigga. Suck my dick.
I am angry. Trust me.
You sound angry.
Trust me. I'm no one to play with. Trust me. When I see you, I'm gonna deal with you.
I'm a heart attack, nigga. You bitch ass nigga. Yo, having a heart attack. You whole ass nigga having a heart attack.
Oh, Ak, you're muted. You're muted.
Oh, all right. So Flacco, what I was trying to say, for all we know, that Swigga Giovanni, he hasn't made no money off no chat nigga shit, and all he's done is like donate and gift subs and shit like that. I guess he feels offended, just like, you know what I mean. Like, and I'm trying to appeal to you're reasonable. I know you're reasonable. He's just trying to say, hey, listen, I was giving an opinion. I'm not no act dick sucker who's just broke or whatever. I got my own shit. I'm just giving an honest opinion. But you're styling him as some like, oh, he's an act dick sucker who's broke. And he's trying to say, no, I'm not broke. And actually, I don't earn anything or gain anything from this. I don't like the fact that you're calling me like some type of broke, like dick sucker type of guy. Are you willing to say, you know, obviously I'm not going to go bam for bam. Are you willing to say, okay, maybe he's not that. Maybe he's not just a broke ass nigga.
Act. If I come in here humble, right? Because again, but the first couple of times, right, I came in here and these niggas were violating. I kept it cordial and cool, right? But now, whenever these fucking stooge try to violate Flacco, I'm taking to the nth degree and super violent. Why? Because again, my nigga, these niggas are not bullies. Again, I can pop his shit. These peons and stooge, nigga, they can't talk to Flacco, nigga. Period. Feel me? These niggas is hoes. Straight up.
You gotta
feel me? Again, bruh, if I can pop his shit to Flacco, don't let these other peon and stooges think that they are acting.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. But Flacco, with all due respect, do you at least like, for example, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Give me her humble act.
Wait. No,
and
I
based
know.
on it,
Hold on.
yeah.
Wait. And by the way, I didn't shout this out, but I'm so proud. I was watching so many videos. For anybody who tried to screenshot me, I don't know if there was some bitches there. I was not watching y'all shit. I was so incredibly proud. Everybody in the chat, I need to see W Boom. My man Boom just did a show yesterday or the day before, and it was a hit show. Amazing. The shit was great. Now, put it like this. Like my man Boom. Boom being here with me, rocking all the time. I host him all the time. I'm going to be honest with you. I would feel offended if anybody called Boom a act dick sucker. Like, Boom been doing his thing for, like, we show each other love.
Right? Boom's my nigga, though.
No. I know. I'm not saying you're going that Boom. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, I think you're labeling everybody, like, yeah, you know the story of Boom, but these other guys, like, Kyrie ain't hit me up like, give me a job or yo, let me money. No, they're all doing their thing, and everybody has their own thing. So I guess
come on, bro. Kyrie is fried. You know this, bro.
Yeah, real quick, and I'm not here to argue with you, but
nigga, suck my dick. Wait, hold up now,
bro. Gonna be in flagrant.
Real quick.
No, hold on.
Is that?
I'm gonna just mute him real quick. When I first started talking to Act, before there was a Discord, I was talking to Act on Skype. I was working at record labels. Still do management and stuff like that. The internet's perception of me don't really bother me as much as it bothers you. And my question that I really want to know is, if you really feel that way, why do you still feel the need to come here? Because if I felt that way, I wouldn't keep coming back here to a community that you claim that you want to be a part of so much. But then turn around and get mad when the people here who be here, like you say, all the time, talking to, like you say, your idol on a regular, don't really accept you. That's kind of similar to the things I was talking about when we first went back and forth. But again, I'm not here to go back and forth with you. I think it's pretty clear.
Wait, Kyrie, so your thing is, why would you keep coming back to a chat where, I mean, Act fuck with him, but everybody that fuck with Act, like everybody in here don't fuck with him. That's what you're trying to say?
Well, it's not just that. It's just like, even you, every time you come here, you don't make the best example of yourself. For instance, like the stuff that you were saying here today, from what I hear, is not really the best things you would want to say if you're trying to keep your job type thing. But again, it's like, he's going to do that regardless what he's going to do. But it's like, you call us dick suckers, but we talking to your idol who appreciates us, and it's kind of weird.
I mean, I don't know. If I give you, I'm not going to speak for Flakko, but if I give my opinion, they're just going to call me a dick rider. It's just like, I feel like, bro, niggas...
I'm gonna unmute Flakko, but Flakko, just listen for a second before you jump in. You know.
Yeah, well, let me say. I was just saying, like, bro, I'm fucking with the chat niggas, bro, forever type shit. But it's like, Flakko always, bro. Ever since